Welcome back, guys. In this lesson, we are going to clamp the camera follow logic thingy so that it does follow Dave and while he's inside of the arena, actually, and stops following him if he exits or gets closer to the walls of the arena. I know, we don't have an arena yet, but just imagine it because we're going to add it in the next section, actually. Okay, we are going to explore time maps and so on, not time lapse. Come on, but anyway. All right, so let's go back to Unity here and open our script, the camera controller script, and let's specify a minimum or maximum X and a minimum and maximum Y until we follow Dave. So for that, there are multiple ways actually to we can use. We can first off write serialize field, private float, minimum X, another one for minimum Y. And by the way, quick tip here. If you want to duplicate a line in Visual Studio, you can hit Ctrl D or Command D, and it will duplicate the line you are in. Like so, boom, 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 boom. Okay? Perfect. This is a quick time saver, actually. We can also add some other ones. Private float, minimum... oh, that's minimum Y. I think I'm going to write max X here. And this is going to be minimum Y and maximum Y. Like so. And then what we can do here is, again, process our target position. So target position dot x equals mathf.clamp. We want to clamp our target position, so target position dot x, between the minimum x and the maximum x. And again, Control D, like so. We want to clamp our target position dot y between the minimum y and the maximum y, like so. Here we go. And this is already enough, and this is going to work. This is good, but there is a better way to do it. I'm going to show you that later on, just after we try it, actually, in 1 minute. So the minimum x should be something like, what did we say? -8, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's say -5. Maximum should be 5. Maybe this one can be -3. And maximum 3. Yeah, let's try that. Okay, so let's try and move Dave. Yep. Okay, so if we exceed a certain point, the camera is not following anymore. Yeah, that is so cool. Okay, nice. Here we go. This is exactly the behavior that we want for the camera. So it does follow it until a certain point. So in here, you can notice that it's 5 units along the x-axis, but only 3 units, I think, yep, along the y-axis. That is so cool. It's going to make more sense when we are going to add the arena, of course, with the collisions and so on. But first off, let me show you a better way to do this, because it's actually really annoying to write min x and max x and so on. So instead, what we're going to do is create a new vector2. We've seen vector3s though, so you know what a vector2 is. Serialize field, private vector2, min max x y, like so. And we are going to use it right here. So minmax xy.x. So this is the x component of the vector2. This is the y component. This is the y component, but I think we should be using x here. So minus minmax x and here minmax xx, if it does make sense. And in here, minus minmax xy.y. And in here, minmax xy.y. So we are using the y value here and in here the x value of the vector2. So let's go back to Unity and set the minmax to 5 and 3. And we should now have the same behavior. So let's give it a shot. Okay, let's move. Boom. Yeah, same behavior. So we move until 5 units along the x-axis and 3 units along the y-axis. And same thing down there and on the left. Perfect. So we've now clumped the moving or the following of our camera. That is so nice. There is still one issue here. Imagine that if we've forgot to add Dave or reference it. So let's remove it from here and hit play. Error. Why? Because the camera controller did not find any target here. Nothing has been specified. So to prevent that issue, you need to at least make sure that you've specified Dave, or check if you have a target before doing anything. So if the target is null, what we're going to do is return, not do anything. So if you write return here, you're not going to apply or execute this code. But we also want to let us know ourselves. So debug.log warning, let's say, like so. And we can write something like no target has been specified.
Come on. Huh? No, that's all. Come on.
Oh, come on. Like so. Okay, cool. So let's now go back to Unity again and try this out. Boom. Make sure that we don't have Dave here specified in our camera. All right, no target has been specified, so we don't have any more error, but at least we just get a warning. Having an error can cause issues to other scripts and your game can crash, it won't work properly. So make sure to think about these cases. If you forget to specify something, like we've done inside of our player controller, by adding this attribute, we make sure that we do add the rigid body component, okay? So, yep, this is one thing. So let's exit here and respecify Dave, or reference it again. Boom, let's grab it, drop it here. We can actually collapse the camera and we are good to go. One last thing I want to show you in this lesson, so it's a quick tip, let's say, is adding headers. So if you've taken one of my previous courses, of course, you know what I'm talking about. But for the new students, here is how it goes. We can add a header attribute like so, so 2 brackets, header, just to label our categories, let's say, or our variables. Normally, it's actually an attribute for fields, but you can actually trick Unity or hack it to display it for a bunch of variables. So let's say settings here, or maybe elements for this one. And the move speed is actually a setting, so header. And by the way, again, quick tip here, go take my Code Ninja course. It's free, and it will show you how to create things like these way faster. Because if you've noticed here, I've written HH, tab, tab, and boom. Visual Studio has written the header thingy for me. This is called a code snippet here. So these are settings. We can bring the rig here. Perfect. Again, quick tip. Come on, this course is full of quick tips. Have you noticed how I did move the rig like so? Whoa, whoa, amazing. So you can simply press Alt or Option, I guess, on Mac, and use the arrow keys to move any line or any piece of code up or down, like so. Really cool and really fast once you get the grasp of it. So this is okay for the player controller. Let me show you how it looks now in the inspector. Here is Dave. And now we've got some names for our categories or variables. That is way cleaner and makes debugging easier, actually. All right, let's do the same thing for the camera and we can call it a day. So we've got the target here, elements, settings. Here we go. Let's go back to Unity. Compile, please. And yep, that is way better. We've got the elements and our settings. That is so cool. All right, this is it for this lesson. And in the next one, we can start adding our arena. See you in the next one.